Day 8 of the Spanish Nationals. Setting up on the southeast launch today. First time we've been here. It's a lot smaller site. The wind appears not to be too strong at this stage. However, the easterly conditions generally are not the best here because the wind is blowing in from the ocean, and it's generally quite a hard day out in these easterlies. So we'll find out what sort of tasks they set for us today and see if we can complete it. Okay, I finally managed to catch up with day 7 winner. Day 7? Yeah.
Yeah, day 7.
How did you do it yesterday?
Yesterday fly fast, very fast, with the turbulence, but the tail, with the tail forget the turbulence. You know?
Yes.
You want a tail?
Okay, day 8 briefing. This is about what I can understand every day. So listen in, this is very important information here. Today's task, day 8, start, first turn point, second turn point, and then back to the goal. Okay, day 8, second last day of the comp. In 5Ks from the start, the last start's in 15 minutes. However, we haven't been able to get above about 1,550 metres, which is just above the top of the mountain. I've got a ridge here that's just about to hit me. Whoopsie-daisy. Anyway, Arco, the current champion, is still on the ground on takeoff. We've been flying for 40 minutes and haven't gotten anywhere, so I'm not sure that it's actually going to be a race today more than it is to just try and finish the course. He's obviously trying to wait for later in the day where the conditions get better, because we're flying in the high ground and it's going to be very difficult if we try and do the start on time. It'll be a very high chance of landing. You can see the launch down there in front of me now. The glider's climbing out. It's been quite rough, so I haven't been filming, but yeah, Arco's not even in his harness, he's just standing down there on launch, watching us. So yeah. Whoa, hold on, it's quite a difficult day today. I just started an hour after the last start gate. I stuck on the hill back there to see if we could get any higher than 1,600 metres, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. So I've started anyway. There's a lot of low people here on this high ground. I'm 9 kilometres from the turn point. Just climbed up from low down here on the hills. I've got Bly Senior just in front of me, lower, and there's a couple of ridges that I've managed to get probably a few hundred metres higher. So I'm just drifting in this light 50 up, see if I can break through, but you can see there's a bit of a storm out there. Yeah, real hard day. Probably won't do much footage today because it's only going to get harder as I get more into these higher grounds here. Unless I can break through to the cloud base, which is again at about 4,000 metres. Fortunately, we're flying in this stable air mass. It's really windy down low and very light winds up above. I think there's a very strong wind shear. Okay, 29 Ks from the second turn point. Just been ridge-sawing this cliff face here for a while. We came along the mountains there. Much better than going out on the flatlands. There's a few guys just going above me now, Bly and a few others. They got really high behind me on the mountains. A few eagles climbing here, so It's probably going to be quite rough. I'm going to put the camera away and try and catch up to these guys. Okay, Bly and I are just climbing up here. We're 25 k's from the turn point, and we've headed for the convergence clouds. We wanted to try and get high. We're just going through 3,000 metres. Highest we've been by far all day. There's a couple others with us. They decided to go straight line. But I think once we get to about 4,000 metres here, we're going to have the advantage. So that's our plan. We're going to try and get really high again and head straight out for the turn point. See how we go. Okay, just climbing up here with Bly, 43 kilometres from goal. We're at 1,800 metres and scratching a bit. So apparently the wind's about 30 kilometres an hour from our south, which is pretty well a crosswind to goal. We're a fair ways in front of everyone else and still having fun. We've got to try and get high here before we head out into the flats again. Alright, well, just landed 14 kilometres short of goal, so it means I did 101 kilometres today in quite challenging conditions. Spent probably nearly 2 hours ridge-throwing in front of takeoff before decided to leave. Appears as though I've won the day so far. Bly has landed behind me maybe a couple of kilometres, and we saw a few people on the ground in around the second turn point. I'm not sure if they did the turn point and landed on the way back, or if they were still on their way. So I think Arco was still in the air, but he was a fair ways behind us, and it's 7:30 right now, so we've got about a 10 to 12 knot crosswind last leg. We weren't getting that high, only getting to 2,200 metres was the maximum altitude we got coming back from the last turn point. So quite a difficult day, and one more day to go. Okay, just coming back into Zuha. Look at that sun setting, eh? It's nice to be in the car today with the sunset.